Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Just thought I'd come on and let y'all know over there in the States that 30 shots were fired at the White House about an hour or so ago. You know what the sad part is? To all of us outside of the United States, when we seen that, like if we would have seen that before Donald Trump, we would have been, oh my God, and extremely worried for what was happening over there. But unfortunately, the only thing that goes through anyone's head in other countries is more of his fucking fake drama. It's going to be his excuse for needing that ballroom. That's all we think. That's how desensitized we became to what's going on over in the United States, which is sad because I know the people in the United States are experiencing it. But we've seen so much shit come out of that White House that, if you guys believe it, fine. We don't. We think he's nothing but a piece of shit. And he's destroying your country, dividing it and destroying it. So, I mean, you watch, he'll come back on and he'll act like it was no big deal. Like I think he did the night at last time it happened, when him and Melania were out somewhere and they had to duck for cover. Now, anybody that's ever been shot at damn well knows that you're not okay with it. You don't come out of it going, oh, hey, I'm worried about my ballroom. You're a little fucked up. Takes you a while to get your shit together. But if you're faking it, well, then you already know it's bullshit, so you don't really even care. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's what everybody outside of America is thinking. It's a bunch of bullshit, and Donald Trump's going to use it to try to get his ballroom built, just like he did the last one, because he's trying to stop the Epstein files. It's just beyond ridiculous. Oh, hi, Kim. Hello. What's that one? That's at the lake enjoying myself. Oh, hi, Mike. Hi, Kathy. Oh my God, that video that you did, Mike, is hilarious. I shared it on my post page. You know what you should do with that? Is go put that and the link to that on that Okeechobee scoop thing and say Dar didn't like the fact that she's been outed in Okeechobee for her drunk driving. She got a little testy. She's grounded. She's having a toddler hissy fit. Because that's what that was. That's all it was. That, and she's trying to act like the female LC, I think. But I didn't catch that part of it last night, Mike. That was fucking hilarious. Too funny. Well, I have forgotten. I used to have Marty's channel. Link, and I don't have it anymore. I'm going to have to look it up in my old videos. I used to have it back there somewhere. But anyway, I kind of did this for Hungry too. Hungry messaged me and said, hey, Sin, I can't hashtag you. And no sooner did he do that than Audrey came on. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Audrey's kind of went off the rails lately. So what Audrey said is, I have to look at it, is she comes on and she does a comment insulting me and everything else. And what I did is I sent her back a bunch of baby bottles and told her to go take a nap. So the reason I'm talking about this is, you know, Dawn, anybody who knows about this little genre we're all in knows that Audrey's either fallen down, hitting her head, or sprung a leak or something, because she is living nonstop on social media. You can't put a comment out. You can't go, you know, say hi to one of your friends. You know, Hungry couldn't even send me a message to let me know that he couldn't hashtag me. And she had to jump on there and say something. And then on her page, oh, just so you know, Mike, she's wrote us big, long letters. Her and Road Hard, and just going crazy. And it's just nothing but fucking bullshit. And she is just at Dawn non-stop on the Analyzing Internet Trolls channel. Like I said, she's lost it. Her nuts cracked. She fell down, hit her head, something fucking happened. So I don't know. But, you know, out of the last 4 years, I have never seen Audrey this in bad a shape. She's always been twitchy, but holy fuck, she's like nuts. So anyway, she wrote me a letter and told, you know, like she always likes to do, she likes to tell me what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And I'll tell you, I never laughed so hard in my life. Because she gets things so wrong. After she tells you what you're doing and what you think, her favorite thing, and then insult you. That's like her favorite thing to do. So I'm going to read you, this is for you, Audrey, what you said here. And I'm going to answer you honestly. So I'm not scripting anything like you do. I'm not doing a video to make sure my voice is perfect, because we all know that your voice is not much better than mine, and we're gonna talk about it. So here we go. Oh, Cindy, you seem to believe you always triggered. I'm always triggered. Your words wasn't bothered by your 3 live streams in a row. Yet you seem to be bothered by a person who spoke of you in a live stream, leaving a comment afterwards. I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't know what live stream she's talking about. Like, this is how much I care about this shit. I don't fucking know what she's talking about. Then she says, seriously, get a grip. Okay, Audrey, I've got a grip. Also, how could I possibly be triggered? And she puts in parentheses, if I'm always high. Well, Audrey, if you are not always high, then you explain your behavior. Because you sure as fuck act like you are tweaking constantly. You're tweaking here, you're tweaking there. You are trolling Dawn. You are trolling Chris and Holly. You are trolling Mike and Kathy. You are trolling Mike or Matt. You are trolling me. You are trolling my partner. You are trolling so fucking many people. It's insane. And that takes time. So you can't compare to what I do, which is 1/10 of the time that you do, to you. And if you trolls, you followers of hers, believe that, then you are insane. She's nuts. Also, and then she says, also in your midnight rant, you disclosed what you apparently were doing all day yesterday, looking up any information you could find on Laura. You spelt Laura wrong. It's Laur something A or something like that. And you would say, my keyboard warrior fingers are worn out. Well, to the bone. Well, that's because not just of that, Audrey, it's because of everything. It's because of your 50 some comments a day on analyzing the trolls, comments about me, your paragraphs about me, you're going back and forth to Petite Fireball yakking, and you do it all in the comment section. I think people don't see you. So that's what I am talking about. Now, in reality, what I was doing that day, I'm going to tell you, Audrey, I'm getting ready to put that party on for my daughters. In the past, whenever I put a party on up north, I did it on my property, which was on reserve. So up there, I did not have to worry about liquor licensing, any of that shit. And of course, I had insurance on my house. But this is a little different because I'm not doing it on my property. And it's 2026 these days, and people are suing everybody because everybody's tight for money. So that day that you are talking about where I sat home and did nothing, I was actually in Grand Bend, Chuck and I both were, to get our licensing to set up the marina and be able to serve liquor. Now in Canada, in order to do that, you can't just go buy your liquor thing for the night. You have to also be certified to be able to serve it. I just so happen to be. Matter of fact, I think I'm the only one in my family that is right now. So all we had to do, as far as we were concerned, is get that certificate so that we could have liquor on the premises, whatever, and Bob's your uncle, and go back to the point, do what we had to do, and then come back home. Well, what happened is things have changed. When I went in there to get it, they said to me, you can't get it, you have to have insurance. And I'm like, what? It's on reserve. Yeah, but it's not your place. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go back out to the car and I say to Chuck, we've got to buy insurance. Because here in Canada, my house insurance would have covered anything at the house. So Chuck's father, who has passed away, just so happened to have owned a real estate company. And so Chuck got on the phone, did a little bit of talking. It took about 45 minutes to get everything we needed sent to our phone so that we could walk back in there and get that proper licensing and with the insurance, proof of insurance. After we left there, on the way back to Kettle Point, I got to thinking about Jack and Dickles. I never looked up shit. I never looked up features. I was never sitting in front of a keyboard. Matter of fact, I was on Highway 21 on the lake going from point A to point B. Like, what the fuck? Your mind is so screwed up. It's unbelievable. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask about this too, Audrey. You looked up info on Laura's life, her work history. You know what? This is the weird thing. I went to her, from her Facebook page, I went to her, I'm trying to think, to Laura's World. And the really weird thing about that, now you know, you go on about your IRLs, right? Well, I've had a system that I use to track trolls or fake people. And to give you an idea how good that system is, when I told Matt about it, he adopted it because it's that good. And the really weird thing, when I opened her up on Facebook, or is it Facebook? No. On YouTube. I was like, oh shit. I've already been here. So right there, that tells me that she has been trolling for a while. And I'm sorry, but I never did or said a goddamn thing about her. She's the one who did it to me first. Just like I told you. Dawn did it to me, or what's her nuts? June did it to me first. I have a right to respond to people when they send me shitty messages. And I don't know why you think that you can control it, all that on the internet. You're going to control my channel. Like, it's just you're ridiculous. Or anybody's channel. So I already know she's a troll. I already know she's been trolling for people. The only thing that I learned new at all is that Terry and Lardass and what's her name? Furbag sold their old house to her. That's it. That's all I learned. And I spent maybe 10 minutes. So you're fucking insane. So for me to drive, for Chuck and I to drive from Grand Bend to Kettle Point, that's a 30-minute drive. Then to stop into Kettle, so we were in Kettle Point for well over 2 hours. We got back to, Grand Bend, we got back to Kettle Point. We were like, hi, bye, see you, want to go. Then it's another fucking hour to get back down to London. So where you think that I spend all this time on the computer, it's in your own fucking head, or you're just making it up. And for whatever reason, I don't know. Now, I remember when you first got on YouTube, you and Darn, Beverly, and y'all like to refer to yourself as girls. Good girls. And you know, it's true. You guys act like them. You do not act like women. You act like little girls. That's why anything you do to women, they're just going to laugh at you. Like that fucking tirade rant you put out about me, I'm reading right now. That's a joke. That's laughable. Just the fact that you did that just makes me laugh my ass off. Dar online, she's hilarious. Because she thinks she's a star. And she's a little girl. And last night, she was having a temper tantrum. And that's what you are doing. The last few days, well, more than a few days, week now, you went off the fucking rails. So you're having this big temper tantrum. Excuse me, that's the way I look at it. All right. All right. And then you say, you have done this looking for several dozen families. I bet you are tired. You know, you're insulting and your imagination. You say I do it with malicious intent. Audrey, look at your channel. Every single thing you do is with malicious intent. And that's all any adult thinks when they look at you that has any common sense to them. Is you got no right to call anybody out because you are worse. Also, you brought up how you tried to speak to Dar, but all she did was you. All right, now that I want to talk about too. That's more your bullshit. What you are, yeah, you do have the one video. You didn't prove shit. You proved that a video did exist. But what you are forgetting is about the time she called me. She called me and she asked me, she goes, hello. And of course, I could tell by her voice that it was her. And I was really shocked. And I said, hi, hi. And she instantly went, you bitch. And she started to hang up, and I was like, hey, don't hang up. Because you guys don't rattle me at all. I think it's funny. I would have loved to have talked to her. I would have got a kick out of that. And then you say, sadly, I retain all this information. Well, sadly, you do, because it doesn't matter a goddamn bit. None of that shit you have on your channel matters a goddamn bit to anybody but you. And the amount of time you have dedicated to that is just phenomenal. Like you're going to do something with it. None of it's worth having. I haven't changed one bit from when I first started. Not one bit. But you have. You went through a divorce. You've moved in. You've downgraded your life. Dar's fucked. June's fucked. Beverly's fucked. And you brought in some new troll. But nobody gives a shit about her because nobody cares about people that aren't willing to expose who they are, because that makes you a coward. All right, and then you go on to say, I know where to find it and share the links. Then do it, bitch. Has anybody given a damn over the last 4 years? Nobody. And as far as calling our June obese, I don't give a flying fuck. Never will give a flying fuck about June. And I have my reasons. And it's none of your goddamn business. Now, the other thing I noticed too is when you wrote Mike his big long tirade of a letter, talking about, you always like to say, I got this channel taken down. I had to fight to get it back. And I got Mike's channel taken down. Well, I'm going to tell you flat out what happened, Robin. The channel that you thought you got taken down, Mike got it back. That just like you got yours back, Mike got his back. And you keep talking about like that. Shit that you do is ridiculous. Nobody gives a fuck. It's a joke, and you're a joke. It keeps spreading. I don't know whether you think I know what you think. You're teaching somebody a lesson. Audrey, who are you teaching a lesson to? Nobody gives a shit what you say or do. I know I don't. Has anybody stopped doing anything? Nope. The only thing that's happened is you're getting worse. Dar's frontal lobe is the size of a raisin by this point. And that's it. So I'm here to tell you, You are famous, you go right ahead. I mean, you don't think that we know when we go over to Facebook that that is going to trigger people to come and see her and possibly her get new subs? Of course, we know that. We don't give a shit. The only thing anybody I give a shit about is she's not drinking and driving. That's the only thing I give a shit about. And if you want to go ahead and publicly pretend that you are this wonderful person who's a responsible grandparent, and yet at the same time fight, give up your precious time to help this woman who is a drunk driver who doesn't give two fucking shits about anybody else's kid. It's not about her, whether she made it home okay or whether it's no big deal. You instantly like to turn it into her. It's about that kid that's getting off a bus that accidentally gets mowed over by her. Or that family that gets T-boned by her. And you support that. And because of that, I will never have any respect for you, ever. But as far as your personality goes, and your nuances, and your crazy shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, you know, all your psychological tricks and all this shit you think you're doing. And I don't care if you think I'm talking too much. Because when I talk too much, I do it for a reason. And you bite every damn time. So you do you, bitch.